colleagues, fellow Kenyans, thank you very much for coming out in your numbers. We're here with the Lord Chief Justice Maraga. My name is Neto Agostino, former Member of Parliament of Diwa constituency, and also the co-leader of the United Agreement Party. We're currently supporting the President Maraga Secretariat. We are happy that you came, like you saw in the notice of the Lord Chief Justice. We're here because of the extrajudicial killings that have taken place over the past couple of weeks, couple of months, and of course the latest, as you all know, was that of Albert Ojwang. You appreciate the Constitution of Kenya, and Article 1 makes the people of Kenya sovereign, and it also at Article 3 absolves all of us to defend, uphold, and defend the Constitution. The Lord Chief Justice is here because he always believes in the protection of the Constitution and is also a believer in the rule of law. You know very well, Article 73 of the Constitution requires the public officers to behave in a manner that gives dignity and honor to that very office. So we're here to request the IG, the DIG, and the DCI to respect the dictates of the Constitution. And so the Lord Chief Justice is going to give notice in terms of what we plan to do in the next couple of days. So he is going to read a statement, then after that we're going to drop the statements at the offices of the DIG, the IG, and the DCI. Thank you very much. Lord Chief Justice. Yes. It's okay, just put your cameras a bit on the low so that at least is able to read the statement.
Good morning once again.
Please move in front.
I want to take this opportunity once again to express our condolences to the family of Ojwang and those others who were abducted and murdered and have never been traced, and even those who were traced and eventually buried. So given what has just happened in the last 1 week, we want to say that there are a few things that we need to do as citizens and as people who love this country. It is now evident that the Director of Criminal Investigations, the Inspector General himself of the National Police Service, and the Deputy Inspector General, Mr. Lagat, are among and many other leaders blatantly lied on oath on the brutal killing of Albert Ojwang. That contradicts quite a number of the statements that came from the police service. We were being told that Ojwang hit his head against the wall, implying that he actually committed suicide, which is not true. President Ruto himself made a statement which was callous and very, very disrespectful to the people who, or to the family of Ojwang. And it was intended to avoid taking responsibility for the kidnapping, the killings, and what has happened in the past few years. I mean, few months. The back of the Kenyans have been hurt, but they are rising. Their right to peaceful assembly, to demonstrate, and to petition authority is legally supported by Article 37 of the Constitution. We stand with the other Kenyans in this liberation and demand that the leadership of the National Police Service and all those implicated take responsibility for their actions. Towards this end, I want to outline 3 major points that we are pointing to. There is prima facie evidence that Mr. Eliud Lagat, directly or indirectly, by himself or through his accomplices, is implicated in the illegal arrest, torture, strangulation, and the eventual murder of Albert Ojwang. Yet, he is still in the office. It is now the time to immediately arrest Mr. Lagat and have him prosecuted. Integrity demands that this cannot continue. This kind of impunity cannot continue in our country. Number 2, as is stated, the 3 institutions charged with the maintenance of law and order, that's the National Police Service, the DCI, and the IPOA, have lied on oath consequently, the Kenyans have lost the trust in, the Kenyan people have lost trust in them. This cannot be allowed to continue. Our institutions of human rights and justice need a serious resetting and rebuilding. To begin this resetting and rebuilding process, we demand the arrest of the DCI because he lied on oath, and the IG, as well as Mr. Lagat himself, and they be prosecuted, and those, of course, who are associated with the murder of Ojwang. To clear this, to be clear, we support the efforts of the other Kenyans who have already petitioned for private prosecution. And if no action is taken, we will join them and come up even with fresh charges against them. And we demand that this be done on or before the 25th of June this year. If that is not done, we will formally come out and join those efforts and demand for private prosecution. You know, the law provides for that. If the DPP or the agencies don't want to take that action, we are not left helpless. We can demand for private prosecution and go right ahead. Articles 1 and 3 of the Constitution guarantee the Kenyans their sovereignty. They can act directly or through the institutions that have been set. My team and I support those constitutional actions of Kenyans who are exercising the freedom of assembly to express their demand for accountability, so that those who are involved are taken, action is taken against them. So as I've said, if nothing is done by 25th, we will join them and seek to prosecute those who have been involved. I also note that in spite of the crisis that we are in today, the president has not taken any step to bring to book so many of those youths and others who were murdered in June last year and coming forward up to the one of Ojwang. This tells you exactly the value he places on human life. Him and his administration don't have any regard for human life. And if that nothing is done, this is going to continue, and we are not going to have a country. This era of impunity shall only come to an end when the people reclaim their power under the Constitution that carries their hopes, dreams, and guarantees human dignity. Kenyans long for their humanity to be restored, reset, to the place where we collectively gave ourselves, the position we collectively gave ourselves when we promulgated the Constitution of Kenya in 2010, and which ushered hope and provided for institutions to be independent so that they can carry out the mandate the Kenyan people have given them. The spirit that was set by the Gen Zs last year, who courageously came out and demanded their rights, is a spirit we all embrace. And we want to call upon all Kenyans to join the young people and demand for this right. Without doing that, we are going to be taken for granted for years, and our country is going down the drain. So our call is that let us not keep quiet. Let us stand up and demand for our rights and demand for justice to be done. Somebody who has taken the life of another should be behind the bars and be prosecuted. And if that is not being done, if the state doesn't see that, the people themselves will do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, colleagues. Okay, I'm just going to take 2 quick questions so that at least we don't take too much time.
Okay, labda swali tu wewe kwa Kiswahili, wewe kama ulikuwa mwenyekiti wa jopo ambalo lililenga kuleta mageuzi katika idara ya polisi, hii inamaanisha nini kwako? Labda unaona kama kuna jinsi labda ripoti yako kwa kiwango fulani kinajisiwa ikoje, na labda kisheria Rais William Ruto sasa ana wajibu gani katika swala hili, kwa sababu najua ni kazi ya National Police Service labda kuchukua hatua. Sheria ni
Yes. Nilikuwa mwenyekiti wa joko ya kuangalia maslahi ya polisi. And tulifanya kazi mzuri. Tulienda around the country. Polisi wenyewe wakatuelezea yale ambayo hawaoni yanaenda vizuri, na tukayaandika kwa hiyo report. Wameanza kutekeleza baadhi ya hiyo, lakini iko mengine bado hawajaanza kutekeleza, na hiyo ndio tunasema lazima action iwe taken. We said wale ambao wanajihusisha na wakati mtu ameshikwa wanampiga, wachukuliwe hatua. Hiyo iko kwa report yetu, wachukuliwe hatua kwa kulingana na sheria. Kwa sababu hiyo haifanyikani, ndio sababu sasa tuna demand that ifanywe, sababu polisi wenyewe wamekataa kufanya hiyo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What should the president do right now in this matter? Is there anything the president can do now as a person?
The president, the buck stops with the president. When something like the murder of Ojwang and very many others have happened, the president is supposed to call those who are concerned to either take action or leave. He is actually supposed to demand their resignation.
But sir, question.
Thank you very much. I think
the long road. You can just make a call to the president. Does it mean
thank you very much. Excuse me.
I don't have direct communication with the president.
Thank you very much. I think
you think that I can pick up a call, phone and call the president.
But yesterday he said that for DIG Lagat to resign, due process must be followed. What do you have to say about that?
That due process is what we are saying. We are not seeing action being taken. We are not seeing action being taken against Lagat, and since that is not being done by the institutions that are charged with that responsibility, the people now will take it up.
Thank you very much, colleagues. I will give you copies of our statement, and so the CJ is going to drop 3 copies of the statement, one for the DIG, one for the DCI, and also for the IG. Thank you very much. Then just dropping that across the group. Thank you so much for coming. We'll give you copies. I'll give you copies. We'll write for copies, yeah?